3 ways to grow your Facebook group fast. Facebook groups don't typically grow as quickly as Facebook pages, but that's not to say that you shouldn't be trying to encourage new members on board. The key is to focus on the quality of these interactions and the engagement, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't have quantity as well. So how do you grow your Facebook group? There are countless strategies out there, but many of these are unexciting and will only yield minor results. Growth hacks, on the other hand, can make a big difference. Listen up and we'll go over 3 of the best. 1. Include a widget on your site. Too many businesses seem to think it's okay to place a link to their Facebook group, page, or whatever else on their website and then leave it at that. They assume people will just magically stumble on it. In reality, if you want to be successful, then you need to feature your group much more prominently. One way to do this: add a widget to your blog. This can show conversations from the group, demonstrating the kind of thing that happens there and showing off just how interesting the discussion is. This can lead to a huge conversion of visitors into group members. 2. Incentivize. Another option that often gets overlooked when it comes to groups, but is common for other forms of marketing, is to incentivize your Facebook group. This means giving people a reason to sign up other than signing up for its own sake. For example, you might offer to give your new members some kind of exclusive content. You might provide a free ebook, or you might give them privileged access to your order form before anyone else when you announce your next new product. The genius of this last option is that you've actually made them excited to receive advertising. 3. AMAs. An AMA is an Ask Me Anything. The term was popularized on Reddit, but it can apply to just about any type of social site. This is also just one example of the type of unique content that you can provide to your group in order to get people truly excited. You can provide an AMA by answering questions, and if you have done a good job with your own personal brand, then this might be enough to get people on board. Better yet though, how about getting a celebrity in your niche to stop by? If you can do that, you'll find you can get a huge portion of your audience to sign up right away. 5 best practices for managing a Facebook group. Managing a Facebook group is a little unlike creating a Facebook page or a blog. While those are examples of owned media, things your company built and owns in their entirety, Facebook groups are a little more complex. These are organic and ever-evolving creations that have multiple creators. Every member is able to add to the content on a Facebook group, and that means it will constantly change in terms of what's available and what the overall tone is. And at the same time, those members are a part of the very fabric of the group. In a way, therefore, you become responsible for them. So how can you make sure you are managing your group well, such that it doesn't grow out of your control, and such that everyone in it is happy and well taken care of? 1. Set rules. Facebook groups have the option to create rules, and this is a great way to ensure that people know what they can and cannot post, and how they should react to others. Of course, you might still get the occasional wayward member, but this way you can at least outline what you can expect of your community. 2. Set the right tone. The types of things you post and the way you react to others will in many ways inform the way that your group members behave. If you are always kind and courteous, then hopefully you'll find that your members are as well. 3. Read the rules. Facebook has a lot of trouble with fake news and echo chambers in recent years, and so the company is now coming down hard on groups that aren't careful to control this. Make sure that you know what Facebook expects of you by reading the guidelines provided here. Facebook.com/community standards. 4. Set moderators. As your group grows, hopefully, you will find that it's impossible to keep track of everything that happens on your own. Therefore, it is a good idea and nearly an absolute requirement that you set moderators. These are users that have additional responsibilities and privileges, who are able to approve posts, and members who are able to delete comments and ban users. 5. Respect your members. Finally, make sure you respect your members. That means treating them well in the comments, but it also means making sure you don't inundate their news feeds with ads and promotions. 5 mistakes Facebook group owners make. There are countless businesses out there that are trying but failing at Facebook groups. The same goes for pages and just about every other marketing option out there. Let's face it, A lot of businesses are a little out of touch when it comes to making the most of the web to engage with their audience. If you've been running a Facebook group for years to no avail, then here's what you need to fix to change all that. 1. Not providing value. The number one worst thing that a lot of businesses do on Facebook groups, and just about every other form of social media, is to post only advertorial content. They might post things like, "Have you tried the latest new feature of X software? We are the top-rated small business in the X area." These posts provide zero value for the end user, and there's no reason for them to read them. Others will post about new updates and changes to their service. The only person that's interesting to is someone who's already using what you've built. 2. Not being consistent. Consistency is key to success in just about every area of life. It's fundamental when it comes to your success on Facebook groups, but a lack of consistency makes your group seem like a ghost town. Post twice a day, if at all possible. 3. Not talking about the group. Even if yours is a secret group, you still want people to join, and simply having a link in the bottom corner of your website is not going to cut it. Instead then, if you want people to sign up, then you need to make sure you are mentioning your group at every opportunity. Mention it in your blog posts, in your videos, and on other social media. 4. Not making it look interesting. If you have a dull logo, a boring description, and a lack of unique content, then why would anyone want to sign up? Even if your business is in a dry B2B industry, find an interesting angle for your group. 5. Having the wrong settings. It's a simple mistake, but if you don't know how to set up your settings, you might be inadvertently losing out on potential members. Make sure that you don't need to approve new members, and make sure that your group is discoverable. 5 reasons why your business needs a Facebook group. A Facebook group is something your business might not have considered. Many companies will stop once they've built a Facebook page for their brand and call it a day. That's a mistake though, given that a Facebook group can be an extremely useful way to get people to engage more fully with your brand. In this presentation, we'll look at 5 reasons that your business needs a Facebook page. 1. It gives you a highly targeted audience. The people who join your Facebook group will do so because they are interested in the topics you are talking about, and/or because they like your brand. Either way, this is now a captive audience, a group of people with the right interests that you can message whenever you like. The marketing potential is huge. 2. It can run itself. Not sure if you have time to run another social media page? Good news is that you don't need to. With a Facebook group, you can either set members as administrators, giving them the ability to approve posts, remove users, etc. This not only rewards those loyal members and gains even more trust and loyalty, but it also removes a big job from you and means your group will be self-sustaining. 3. It massively increases engagement. While pages can be used like a megaphone, a group is more like a campfire where you can discuss things with friends and like-minded individuals. This is a great way to build a much more engaged audience that feels like they know you personally. 4. It's great for feedback. A Facebook group can be a very useful tool for market research, feedback, and even ideas for future content and products. Many companies spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on people with clipboards who go around conducting surveys for them. With your own Facebook group and the handy poll feature, you can do all that yourself without spending a dime. 5. You can use it as an incentive. A Facebook group is a great way to give back to your loyal audience. What's more is that it can act as an incentive. For example, you can run a promotion on your site where the first prize is being invited to the exclusive VIPs club. People love joining secret clubs, and this is a brilliant way to leverage that impulse. 5 top uses for Facebook groups in business. Facebook groups are immensely useful for businesses, and not just in the obvious way you probably already expect. In fact, Facebook groups have so many amazing applications that just about every business should have one. In this presentation, we'll look at 5 ways businesses use these groups and why you should too. 1. Exclusive Members Club. One of the most common ways to see a Facebook group used is similar to the way a Facebook page is used. This is the way for your fans and customers to follow your brand and get more from you. As they do, you'll be given a way to contact them and promote products and services for profit. Win-win. Facebook groups work just the same, but are a little more exclusive and private. While they aren't as easy to promote, they encourage the creation of authentic communities, which is amazing for increasing engagement. 2. Go-to-market strategy. A group can essentially run itself once you have enough members and a few moderators. Therefore, you might choose to create a few groups within your niche, leave them to flourish over time, and then have them for marketing once you need them. 3. Internal business management. You can use a group as an entirely internal tool. While Facebook actually makes a separate product for this, called Workspace, groups provide a perfectly functional way for a company to keep track of what a certain department is doing, or to discuss a given project. 4. Online courses. You'll have the option to change your Facebook group's type if you so wish. Unfortunately, most of these types are not that applicable to businesses. The one that is, though, is social learning. This lets you post lessons which your followers can then take. This is a brilliant way to create a service or product that you can then sell through other platforms. 5. Market research. Finally, you can use your Facebook group to conduct market research and learn more about your audience and the types of content and products they want to see from you. You could ask how they found your brand, for instance, and then pour more investment into that marketing strategy. Or you could ask them what the most they would spend on X product might be. If they are representative of your larger customer base, then this information can prove invaluable.